Did you know that the noisy snoring sound, which might be keeping you or someone else awake at night, is closely linked to the troubles you face in breathing smoothly while you're asleep? This might come as a surprise, but snoring is not just about the sound. It's a sign that air is not moving freely through your nose and throat. Imagine trying to drink a thick milkshake through a narrow straw. It takes a lot of effort, right? Similarly, when there's something blocking the air's path in your nose or throat, your body has to work harder to breathe. This struggle is what often leads to snoring and can make it tough for you to breathe easily and get a good night's sleep. So if you've ever been annoyed by snoring, yours or someone else's, it's time to pay attention. It could be your body's way of telling you that it's not getting enough air during those crucial resting hours. Let's dive deeper into understanding this connection and find out what we can do about it. For many, snoring is a nightly occurrence that disrupts the quality of sleep. Not just for the snorer, but for anyone within earshot. But have you ever stopped to think about what snoring actually is? At its core, snoring is the sound produced by vibrations in the throat and nasal passages when air doesn't move freely. This can happen for various reasons, from the position of your tongue to the structure of your nose and throat. The effects of snoring go beyond just noise. When your sleep is interrupted or shallow because of snoring, your body misses out on the vital restorative processes that happen during deep sleep. This can leave you feeling tired the next day, no matter how many hours you spend in bed. Over time, poor sleep quality can lead to a host of health issues, including increased stress levels, weakened immune function, and a higher risk of chronic conditions like heart disease. Understanding the causes of snoring and nighttime breathing difficulties. Snoring is not just a nuisance. It's a sign that something is interrupting the smooth flow of air through your nose and throat as you sleep. This interruption can lead to breathing difficulties, affecting the quality of your sleep and overall health. Let's break down the underlying reasons behind snoring and explore how it can lead to these nighttime breathing troubles. Number 1, anatomical factors. Some people are born with or develop anatomical features that can lead to snoring. This includes a narrow airway, enlarged tonsils, or a deviated septum, a displacement of the wall between the nostrils. These physical conditions can restrict airflow, making it harder for air to move through your nose and throat, leading to the vibrations we know as snoring. Number 2, muscle relaxation. During sleep, the muscles in your throat and tongue relax. For some, this relaxation can cause the throat to narrow too much, obstructing the airway. This obstruction forces air to move more forcefully, resulting in the soft tissues of the throat vibrating and producing the sound of snoring. Number 3, lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices such as smoking, alcohol consumption, and obesity can exacerbate snoring. Alcohol, for example, further relaxes the muscles in the throat, increasing the risk of airway obstruction. Smoking inflames and irritates the airways, while excess weight around the neck can physically compress the airway, all contributing to snoring. Number 4, sleep position. Your sleeping position can also play a significant role in whether you snore. Sleeping on your back, for instance, allows gravity to pull the tongue and soft tissues at the back of the throat downward, potentially blocking the airway. This position can significantly increase the likelihood of snoring and breathing difficulties. 5. Sleep disorders. Snoring is a hallmark sign of sleep apnea, a serious sleep disorder where breathing repeatedly stops and starts throughout the night. Obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, occurs when throat muscles intermittently relax and block the airway during sleep. This condition not only leads to snoring, but can also cause significant breathing difficulties, resulting in poor sleep quality and health risks. The anatomy of the throat, understanding its role in snoring and breathing issues. The throat serves as a critical passageway in our body, facilitating the flow of air to our lungs and the movement of food to our stomach. However, its complex anatomy also makes it a focal point for snoring and breathing issues during sleep. To understand how the throat can cause these problems, let's explore its key components and functions. Basic anatomy of the throat. Nasopharynx. This is the upper part of the throat, located behind the nose. It connects the nasal cavity to the mouth and allows air to pass from the nose to the lungs. The nasopharynx also contains the adenoids, which can enlarge and block airflow, contributing to snoring. Oropharynx. Located behind the mouth, the oropharynx is a passageway for food moving from the mouth to the esophagus and air from the mouth to the lungs. The tonsils, which can also enlarge and block airflow, are found in the oropharynx. Laryngopharynx. This area helps direct food to the esophagus and air to the larynx. Problems in the laryngopharynx can lead to breathing issues and snoring, especially if the airway is narrowed. Soft palate and uvula. The soft palate is the soft tissue constituting the back of the roof of the mouth. The uvula is the dangling tissue seen at the back of the throat. During sleep, relaxation of these structures can narrow the airway and cause vibrations during breathing, resulting in snoring. Tongue. The tongue's base can fall back into the throat while one is asleep, especially in individuals sleeping on their backs, further narrowing the airway and causing snoring. How throat anatomy causes snoring and breathing issues. When you're awake, the muscles in your throat and tongue are more active and keep the airway wide open. But during sleep, these muscles relax, which can narrow the airway. If the airway becomes too narrow, the airflow becomes turbulent, causing the tissues in the throat, like the soft palate, uvula, and sides of the throat, to vibrate. These vibrations produce the sound known as snoring. For some, the relaxation during sleep is so significant that it leads to complete obstruction of the airway, a condition known as obstructive sleep apnea. OSA results in significant breathing difficulties, including pauses in breathing, which can lead to decreased oxygen levels in the blood and fragmented sleep. Nasal congestion, sleep position, and their impact on snoring and breathing. Nasal congestion and sleep position are significant factors that can exacerbate snoring and breathing difficulties during sleep. Understanding how these elements play into the mechanics of your nightly rest can provide insights into mitigating snoring and enhancing sleep quality. Let's explore these factors in detail. Nasal congestion and its role in snoring. Nasal congestion, often resulting from allergies, colds, or sinus infections, can have a direct impact on your ability to breathe smoothly at night. When the nasal passages are blocked, airflow is restricted, forcing you to breathe through your mouth. This change in the breathing route can increase the likelihood of snoring for a few reasons. Airway dryness. Breathing through the mouth can dry out the airway, making the throat more susceptible to vibrations that cause snoring. Increased airway resistance. Mouth breathing changes the air pressure in the airway, which can lead to increased airway resistance and turbulence, again promoting snoring. Structural changes. The act of mouth breathing can alter the natural position of your mouth and throat structures, potentially narrowing the airway and contributing to snoring. Addressing nasal congestion through proper medical treatment, humidity control, and nasal passages clearing strategies can significantly reduce snoring by facilitating smoother nasal breathing. Sleep position and its impact on snoring. The position in which you sleep plays a crucial role in your breathing dynamics throughout the night. Certain positions, especially sleeping on your back, can worsen snoring and breathing issues. Gravity's effect. When lying on your back, gravity can cause the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to fall back, narrowing or blocking the airway and leading to snoring. Airway obstruction. This positional influence can be particularly problematic for individuals with anatomical predispositions that already reduce airway size, such as enlarged tonsils or excess neck fat. Increased risk of sleep apnea. Back sleeping can exacerbate episodes of obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, due to more significant airway obstruction. Switching to a side sleeping position can mitigate these effects by reducing the impact of gravity on the throats, soft tissues, and helping maintain an open airway throughout the night. Specialized pillows or sleep positioners can encourage side sleeping and reduce the tendency to roll onto your back. Have you ever found yourself puzzled by snoring and breathing difficulties, either your own or a loved one's? You're not alone in this nighttime symphony that affects countless individuals around the globe. We're keen to hear your stories, tips, and questions about navigating the world of snoring and sleep-related breathing issues. Whether it's a quirky remedy that worked for you, challenges you're currently facing, or simply your journey towards a better night's sleep, your experience can shine a light for others in the same boat. The community we're building here is all about sharing, learning, and supporting each other in our quest for peaceful nights and energized days. So don't hesitate to dive into the comments section below. Share your story, ask questions, or offer advice to fellow viewers. Your insight could be the key that helps someone else unlock the door to quieter nights and restful sleep. And if you're on a quest for more sleep-related content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. From exploring the science of sleep to uncovering the latest in sleep technology and wellness tips, we've got a wealth of information to help you understand and improve your nightly rest.